I am off competing tomorrow, so I thought I'd film a little video showing you what I put in the lorry, how I pack the lorry, why I put that in the lorry, so I thought I'd film that sort of video for you guys, just in case you're struggling and it's your first show, you don't really know what to put in the lorry and what not to put in the lorry. So let's get started. Oh, that's a bit too close. That's a bit close. So I wanted to get Diamond involved in this part of the video, but she's not playing ball. So me and Diamond are off to Speedgate tomorrow to do the 2 elementaries. So we're doing elementary 43 and elementary 59. So we're off to Speedgate to use it as a practice. So we have got a championships there end of next month. So we're just using tomorrow as a little practice run of the arena because we've never been there before to compete. So that'd be really good to have a little familiarise. You know what I mean. So we're gonna go and pack the lorry. Well, you're not, I'm going to. She's like, I'm going to eat you now. Love you. So first things first, we're gonna unlock the tack room. Oh, trying to do this one-handed. There we go. And get ready. So I'm in the tack room now, as you can see. So all I do is I put everything that I'm going to put in the lorry or use tomorrow in a pile. So like her bridle, saddle, boots, blah, blah, blah. Put them in a pile and then I can decide what's going in the lorry or what's being put on her in the morning. So that is what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I've got her head collar, which is a leather head collar with fluff on top, because I think if she's in the trailer or lorry, if she pulls, it's nice on her head. I think it might be a bit pathetic with things like that, but you know. Then we've got her travel boots. Yes, I know they're 2 different brands. We've got Premier Equine and then we've got Woofwear. Premier Equine ones, I like this part, like the knee protection part. So yeah. Fancy seeing you in here. So I'm quite lucky to have my own lorry. So I can leave things in here. So like, again, I'm very lucky to have competition boots, so I can leave these in here without having to bring them backwards and forwards. So it's like the saddle pads, it's so much more like handy having them in here. So we have my stick, which is what one I use for competitions in here. I've also got a spare one, but it's green, but you never know. You never know when you need a green schooling bit. Then I've got my competition boots, which I don't think you guys have seen yet. They're a little bit dirty, so you have to just ignore that. They're very pretty. So these stay in the lorry along with my spurs. Then this is my special wicker basket. Everyone thinks I'm a weirdo having a wicker basket, but I think it's very handy if you ask me. This is all my hair stuff. So this is already in the lorry. My white gloves, my stock. You know, you never know. Then my bridle numbers, which I'm just going to change now, which my number tomorrow is 117. Ta-da! We've also got my hat here, which again, it's dirty, I have to say. But again, I'm very lucky to have a separate competition hat, so I can keep this one in the lorry and have one for home too. The last thing that's in my little wicker basket here is some of these pots, which this has some Saracen's recovery mix in. We give this to Diamond if it's been quite hot or humid, or she's done quite a lot of work. We soak this in some water at competitions, just to give her a bit more energy and sort of bring her back from after a test, because she doesn't really tend to drink much. competition. So this is why we have the recovery mix. We've also got our first aid kit in this cupboard, which I just make sure we've got that wherever we go. But yeah, I've got some tack cleaner, but because I'm a bit OCD, I like everything tidy. So I am going to do a updated lorry tour very soon, but before then I have got a saddle rack, which my mum actually made, not me, because that just wouldn't look like that if I made it. With a little bit of carpet on top. People pay a lot of money for these. But
in the toilet.
In the toilet. No one uses the toilet, luckily. So the toilet is out of use. But this is where I put my saddle. I've also got a rug in here, which I just keep in here in case it turns winter. You never know. I just leave my saddle pads in here unless they need to be washed. Then up here I've got 2 show jackets, because I've recently got a new one which is like half tails, and then I've got my older one, so depending on how I feel I might change it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm just going to chuck my tack in here. Let's look.
Made to measure.
Like it was meant to be. Then her gel half pad and her girth. She's got her saddle pad in there. I've got my jacket. Her bridle just hangs up here. I mean, look at that. Just look at that. That is pretty cool. She's also got her white boots in here, which I'm not going to travel her in, just because it's quite a long journey. So I'll put those on when we get there for warming up. So they go in there. And then that is it of all the tack. So the last few things about going to a show, you obviously want to check there's fuel. So I'm guessing my mum would have keep an eye on that, because
Oil.
I don't know.
You said oil.
Oil, water, blah blah blah. And then obviously check if there's water for the horses, which I filled this up the other day. So we've got a full water there, and some buckets obviously, because to wash her down and stuff. So the lorry is all packed. So I had this hay net in the lorry already, because we had a bit of a disaster the other day when going off to compete.
Let's just say, always have recovery breakdown.
So we had a bit of a disaster, so the hay net didn't actually get eaten. So I'm just going to fill it up, because we're going to Speedgate, which is probably about an hour away, maybe a bit longer in the lorry. So I like to make sure they have lots of food to eat on the way.
On the way home? She never touches
home.
it though, does she?
No,
really?
she doesn't, but I like to just,
You never know.
You never know. I know it seems a bit weird because this is hay, which normally when I travel the horses, they have haylage. The rural feeds haylage from Gillett Cook, but we're due a delivery tomorrow, so we've run out. So she's going to have hay, but I am going to soak the hay, just so it takes off a bit of the dust, because I don't want her to start coughing and look like she's got COVID. So yeah, we're going to go and do this now. Tired up, tired up, tired up. Woo! Get the hose pipe, get Barry the hose pipe. Soak this for about 10 minutes, as you can see. And then we leave it hanging here, because we don't put it in the lorry, just because if it drains in the lorry, it makes all the lorry wet and slippery. So it just gets to be soaked and drained, tied up in wash down. We're ready. guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed the little clips I added in from the show. We had such a good time, and I hope you enjoyed just seeing what I put in the lorry. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.